let's talk quickly about how to check a battery. If you suspect that your battery is low, and let's just say just about any electrical problem on your car, the alpha and omega of the electrical system in your car is the battery. Days that batteries, at least that come with the vehicle originally, are engineered within a couple of electrons of just enough. And they're probably doing this to save cost, but as a result, if the battery gets weak in any way, shape, or form, it could manifest in all kinds of electrical issues in the car. So I'm going to just get to the whole thing right now. You will need a battery load tester. This is one that I just got. It's kind of cool. Didn't cost a whole lot. But what you want to do is connect it to the battery. Let's do that now. Whenever you're talking about the battery, you really have to be mindful of a couple of things. It really is important that the battery is clean. If it's not clean and there's a bunch of goopy stuff up here, clean it off with a solution of baking soda and water and a brush. Clean it all off to a whole. If your battery is dead and you can't start the car, don't do this test. Just don't do it. Because you need to have a fully charged battery in order to figure this out. There may be something draining the battery, you know, there could be a whole host of things. But you cannot check a battery's condition without it being fully charged. I have fully charged this battery, took it out and drove it. I had some other things to look at on this car, but I know this battery is as fully charged as it's going to be. So I'm going to connect the clamps. We have positive for positive, that would be the red one, and you have negative for negative. As you can see, right now my battery is actually over 12 volts. Now this switch right here controls a load tester. Now we see I'm a little over 12 volts. You want to load the battery not for an extended period of time, but the magic number here is going to be 9 volts. If this battery goes below 9 volts when I load test it, then I want to replace the battery because I know it's fully charged, I know it's not going to get better. So if it falls below 9 volts, chuck it. As you can see, I'm just going down to about 11 volts. I could do an entire episode just on batteries, but this is just on checking one really quick. So 9 volts is your magic number. You've got some numbers on the top here, and cold cranking amps being probably the most important one. This one has 540 cold cranking amps. You want to make sure that the battery that's in the car is able to crank the car over in the coldest of conditions, because that's when the battery has to work the hardest. That's what that number there does. And this is cranking amps at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 675. So this is basically what the amperage of this battery can put out during those cold conditions, and that's basically how battery capacity is measured. So here's a battery that I know is bad. I've had it charging up for a while, but you can see it's even the best charge I can get is not even 12 volts, but when you hit the load, way down there. So yeah, and it won't even come back up. So that's what a bad battery normally does.